This dramatic footage shows Ukrainian soldiers destroying Russian tanks with laser-guided missiles and javelins. Troops can be heard cheering as one of the missiles hits its target, sending a huge fireball into the air. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine shared videos of soldiers using the PTRK Stugna P anti-tank launcher in 2 attacks. In both clips, troops fired slightly off target at first before pointing the crosshairs at Russian tanks, guiding it with their laser system until the missiles explode. In the first video, operators cheered when their missile struck the Russian vehicle. In the second clip, a lone enemy soldier appears to run away from his tank after a successful Ukrainian attack. The Ukrainian General Staff said the Russian occupiers will not hide anywhere, adding that the masters of their craft work with long distances. Meanwhile, a clip shared on Telegram shows a javelin missile smashing into what appears to be 2 Russian vehicles positioned next to each other. A huge fireball engulfs the mini convoy when the projectile hits its target. The Javelin is a highly effective anti-tank weapon, which uses automatic tracking to hit moving targets. Describing the high-tech weapon, the website Army Technology states, the gunner engages the target using the sight on the Command Launch Unit, CLU, by placing a cursor box over the image of the target. The gunner locks on the target tracker in the missile by sending a lock-on before launch command to the missile. When the system is locked on, the missile is ready to fire, and the gunner does not carry out post-launch tracking or missile guidance. The website adds that the gunner is free to move away from the firing point once the missile is in the air. The video of Ukrainian forces attacking Russian tanks has been released after drone footage appeared to show rockets being fired at armored vehicles in the city of Mariupol. The aerial footage shared on social media appears to show a BTR-82 APC and CAM AZ-63968 Typhoon vehicle being targeted successfully. It is unknown how many injuries or possible deaths occurred in the hit. Last Wednesday, Russian forces hit a maternity hospital in the city, with tragic news of the deaths of a pregnant mom and her baby emerging this morning. It's an appalling atrocity. It's a war crime. Under international law, you cannot attack health facilities, hospitals. The most recent information I have from the World Health Organization is they have now documented evidence of at least 31 such attacks on health facilities, hospitals, including shelling a couple of days ago, a cancer hospital as well. More than 2,500 residents of the Black Sea port city of Mariupol have been killed since Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24. Presidential advisor Oleksiy Arestovich said in a televised interview on Monday, President Joe Biden signed a bill this week to deliver an additional $800 million in security aid to Ukraine. Other Western countries also work to transfer weapons. Large shipments of Western weapons continue to flow into Ukraine as Russia's invasion enters its 4th week. President Joe Biden announced an additional $800 million in new security aid to Ukraine on Thursday, hours after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's address to Congress. The U.S. weapons package to Ukraine will include 800 Stinger aircraft systems, 20 million rounds of ammunition, 7,000 light weapons, 9,000 anti-armor systems, and 100 drones. These are direct transfers of equipment from our Department of Defense to the Ukraine military to help them as they fight against this invasion, Biden said. Biden singled out the anti-aircraft weapons in the aid package. He also said the United States is helping Ukraine acquire additional, longer-range anti-aircraft systems and the munitions for those systems. One possibility could be transferring long-range S-300 surface-to-air missile systems to Ukraine. These S-300s and longer-range artillery forces is what will help close the sky over Ukraine, said Gregory Meeks, chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. President Zelensky is not asking for American troops or American equipment or anything of that nature to close the skies. What he's asking for is the artillery that will do that. The S-300 may be the ones that can. CNN reported that Slovakia is considering giving Ukraine an S-300 system, but wants assurances that the weapon will be replaced immediately with a system of similar capabilities. Negotiations are reportedly underway to backfill Slovakia's missile defense capabilities with a US-made Patriot missile system, but the current status of those tanks remains unclear. Slovakia is one of only 3 NATO members to possess the Soviet-era S-300, with the others being Bulgaria and Greece.